Oh, what's up, Internet? Cory Zamier here, collecting with Cory, aka reselling with Rory. We are on our way to pick up a Let Go deal that has some interesting backstory, which I will tell you in the pickup. I don't want to say too much now because I've actually tried to pick this thing up like twice now, and something always fucks it up. So I'll wait until I actually have product in hand before I even bother. Let's go. Alright guys, I have the stuff in my back seat. Got it for $250. I've been trying to get this stuff, which, I'll be honest with you, might just be a straight up bad deal in the first place. I'm hoping it's a good deal. The guy took terrible pictures as the sun decides to blind you guys. I'm sorry about that. There's no way for me to block it out. Jesus. See, I'm even sitting here at a green light trying to help you guys with the light because, Jesus, this is terrible. Terrible lighting. Anyway, the guy is basically dirtling around because someone offered him $175 for part of the lot, which makes him then start like thinking everything in the lot is worth gold, which, I mean, it's valuable stuff, kind of, but also kind of like for instance, I'm spending $250. If I'm able to make $100 on this, that's about what I'd expect, let's just say. And that's through a lot more work than it probably should be to make $100. However, when it comes to local deals, I'd rather get the deal than anybody else get the deal. That's just the way I am, especially now. I feel like I've been slacking on the local stuff lately. I feel like I, more so than anybody else in Connecticut, have more opportunity because I'm doing this full time, and I feel like I don't take advantage of that because I'm too busy in the Walmarts getting retail arbitrage. I'm too busy hitting the same thrift stores over and over again, grinding my gears and, you know, spinning my tires. So I'm going to double down on the local deals and hopefully be able to bring you pickups like this a lot more often in the future. Like I said, I've tried to pick this up on, I think it was Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday. Because I also had another deal, like, just blow up literally in my face. Well, not literally, figuratively in my face on Friday, where some guy on Let Go was selling a Majora's Mask on N64 for $25, which isn't an amazing price. It's a fair price. But because I'm going to sell it, I was going to sell it on Amazon, it was actually a really good deal for me. And I'm talking to him, I'm on my way to meet with him at Barnes & Noble. It's like 2 or 3 towns over. It's about a 30-minute drive with the traffic that was around that time of day. I get there, I'm like, I'm here. I go inside. He's nowhere to be found. And he comes in from outside and he's just like, oh, I'm sorry, you're going to kill me. He didn't realize he was talking to like 2 different people about the same thing, that both agreed to meet up the same time, and because of the traffic, the other guy got the game. And I wasted my time driving all the way up there. So, let's get home. Let's stop blinding you with the sun that I cannot block out. And let's see what I got. So let's just start pulling stuff out of here, because I honestly am not really sure what's in here. Oh, cool. Oh, I just fucked that all the way up. So we got Dracula Unleashed, and it was in here correctly. And now it's all not in here correctly. Not really sure how this is supposed to sit. Maybe like this. There we go. There we go. That's pretty cool. I've never seen a Sega CD setup like that where you got the 2 discs kind of thing going on there. Let's check condition, because condition is one thing I am concerned about with this lot. No real scratches on disc 1. Can pretty much assume the same thing for disc 2 if we're being realistic. Like, what are the chances that disc 2 is jacked up if disc 1 is in good shape? Let's put that off to the side. I really don't know how to fucking close this thing. I've never seen a dual disc Sega CD game like that. Oh, holy fuck. Does this have everything plugged into it still? Is that why I can't pick it up? There we go. Alright. I don't know what that sound is, but we have a Sega Genesis Model 1 with a Sega CD Model 1. Kind of kicking myself for trading that to Ronnie a couple Congos ago, but who would have known that I'd ever get one of these? Now, am I going to keep it? Not likely, to be honest with you. I have a Model 2, which I kind of prefer. I think I'm in the minority there. I always preferred the Model 2. I think it's a better look, and it fits better with the Model 2 Sega Genesis, which is also my favorite. Now, in working condition, I don't know if I said it in the car because I've flubbed so many things I've been talking about in this video that I had to do a crazy amount of editing, most likely. I'm pretty sure in working condition, this alone can go for upwards of 175, maybe more. Put this down safely. Let's start digging through games. First up, we have a classic here. We have Disney's Aladdin. Complete. The upside down manual. Disney's Toy Story. Complete. The manual falling out of there. Ms. Pac-Man. No manual, but good condition disc. Not disc, cartridge. Prince of Persia, which I'm not really sure how that is on the Sega Genesis, but it is complete, so maybe I will keep it. Who knows? Maybe not. I actually don't know anything about it. This game I know plenty about, and I know I hate it. Vector Man, the original, is in there. It's just not a fun game in my opinion. Not a fun game. Oh, another Sega CD game that you probably saw in the listing, Soul Feast. And it's in there. Let's check the condition. There's only a few disc games in here, so that's all I'm really thinking could possibly have really bad condition on them. Sonic the Hedgehog, the original. Missing the manual. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. With Sonic 1's manual in there, so I guess that one's complete, but not this. Some loose cartridges. We have Sonic Spinball. I believe we saw that in the listing. And a pretty nice, well, aside from the back, Sonic and Knuckles, but has the flip top, which sometimes they're missing. Trying to go system by system here. Alright. Next up, I gotta unplug everything. He has like everything still plugged in. Not really gonna show you the cords for everything, but I think they're all there. Maybe not all the cords for the Sega CD, but we have an NES console. Here's the moment of truth. Is anything in there? Well, of course, the Mario Kart Duck Hunt. In pretty decent shape. But it actually had some hold there. Yeah. Wasn't loosey-goosey, so you know it might work. Without even needing to be cleaned or fixed or anything. Next up we got Rad Racer 2. Tetris. The only NES game you could see in the listing, Mendel Palace, which I already have. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Another Sega CD game, one that I actually got rid of recently. Or actually, no, I got rid of the second one. Sherlock Holmes, and it also has the Sega Classics. Both are on there. So I have 2 copies of this I'm trying to get rid of. No scratches that I can see. For the Super Nintendo, we have a Super Mario World, Super Castlevania 4, which is the other Super Nintendo game you can see in the picture. A fairly yellowed Super Nintendo. Nothing rattling around. Power port is intact, which is a rarity. And potentially, everything else in here is just cords and shit. Maybe some money that just fell. What is this? Ah. I got excited for a second. I saw this, and I was thinking it was some, like, weird handheld. It's just a Sanyo cassette player. An 8-digit electronic calculator. Lovely. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. A shoebox for Reebok. All the wires in the world, with all the controllers in the world. This one has a random fucking parrot on it. Yeah. So, it looks like that is it. Oh, a shitty Competition Pro Sega Genesis controller. And that is it. And someone's random mixtape. That's going to do it for this pickup. This was a bad idea. Oh, Jesus. That was a bad idea, picking up all that stuff out of the tote just to show you. Let me know in the comments below if you think $250 was a good price for this stuff. If the Sega CD Model 1 works, I think it'll be easy to get my money back out of this, and then some. Not a lot, like I said before, maybe $100 profit. I'm not thinking it's going to be anything crazy. Best games, the Dracula games. Why did I say Dracula? Castlevania games. I definitely didn't know this one was in there, so that's pretty cool. Labels peeling a little bit at the bottom, but Castlevania 4, definitely a cool one to get. Let me know if you've had any surprising pickups on OfferUp, Facebook, LetGo, Craigslist recently. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.